Good day, everyone. How are we doing? Well, I was watching a bunch of your videos this morning. Seems like there was a big flurry this weekend of videos that were uploaded, and while I was doing that, I was having a pipe, and I had an idea for a video that I wanted to kind of put together and share with you guys and get your thoughts. And it came to me after I'd finished smoking the pipe and I was emptying the ashes out. So that's why I don't have a pipe with me right now. I just finished smoking it. So I wanted to, anyway, I wanted to kind of talk with you guys about this thing that popped into my head. But I will let you know what I was smoking. I had just opened up a tin of this Kendall Mayer's Collections Chocolate Flake from Samuel Gawith. I just opened this tin this morning and had a flake of this while I was watching your videos, and this idea came to me, and I'll try to remember to do a video review of this stuff after I've had a little bit more of it. I don't want to just make a tobacco blend review just based on one flake of this. But anyway, at least let you know this was inspired by smoking the pipe, which is kind of what the focus of my channel is anyway. So what it comes down to is, or that comes down to, what was, when you empty your pipe after you finish smoking, you're dumping the ashes out. We all use we don't use a tamper. We use a tamper when we're smoking the pipe and you tamp down the ashes. But a lot of times, we want to clean the ashes out. You use, a lot of times, or at least what I use, is one of these, the old, reliable Czech Pipe Tool. There's different varieties of these, but you use these to kind of clean the ashes out. And it made me think. Frequently you guys will, you'll post videos of a box opening or something, and every now and then there'll be either you purchased a tamper or someone has sent you, gifted you with a tamper, and they're all really beautiful tampers. A lot of those are just fantastic craftsmanship. I kind of thought about it. I don't think I would ever go out and buy a really nice tamper. For some reason, just this cheapo, what does this thing cost? Like maybe $1.50, maybe. Three-way Czech tool, the tamper built into this. This does it for me. I love seeing those beautiful tampers, and if someone ever gifted me one, I would graciously accept it, and I'd use it too. But I don't know. I just don't see personally spending a lot of money for a beautiful tamper. When for $1.50, this Czech tool here works perfectly fine with me. But what I was thinking about was, this has three tools built into it. It's got, here's the tamper. It's got this piece right here, this pick that's used to aerate. If you pack your tobacco too tight, or when you're tamping, you tamp it down too tight and you can't get a good draw, you can use to aerate it. And then it's got this other one that looks kind of like a spoon that you use to, if you want to empty the the pipe out, your ashes or whatever, you use the spoon to scoop out the ashes and dump it. Well, for whatever reason, and I've been doing this since day one, pipe smoking day one for me, I never use the spoon part. I've never used it once. For whatever reason, when I'm finished smoking, I'll get a pipe and show you. And this is the pipe I was smoking this morning. I'm finished with it, and I need to dump my ashes. First thing I want to do is kind of, you tamp them as you smoke them, so I want to loosen the ashes a little bit, and so they'll dump out real easy. I'll use the aerator pick to go in and kind of put it in there and kind of stir it around to loosen the ashes in there, and then dump it. Well, that's really not the best way to do it. You should use the spoon because it's rounded. You don't have this sharp pointy end, because if you're clumsy or not careful or just get heavy-handed, you can start poking with the pick end of the aerator tool into the sides of the bottom of your bowl, and kind of basically do it hard enough and enough times, you'll damage it. Now, I've never done that. I've always been really careful and gentle. I kind of think of this as, putting this pick in is like the same way I would if I was using like a little cotton swab or Q-tip to try to clean the wax and stuff out of my ears. You're going really slow and gentle because you don't want to injure yourself in there. So same reason, I go real careful with the pick end, and I don't know why I've never used the spoon end of these three-way pipe tools. Never. I use the tamper end to tamp. I use the pick end to break up the ashes to dump them out, and I never use the spoon end. Am I the only one who does that? I wouldn't be surprised if I was, but I was the only one who never uses the spoon part of a three-way pipe tool. I only use the aerator to clean the ashes out. I don't know why. That just seems kind of silly for me. I know eventually, sooner or later, something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna get a little carried away and boom, and poke that aerator pick in there too tight, trying to break up some. You know, sometimes the ash it can kind of stick a little bit, adhere to the walls a little bit. It's not real hard, but you got to go in and kind of scrape it down a little bit, knock it loose. It'll bump out of there. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. But anyway, I was just wondering, am I the only one, when you're using a pipe tool like that to clean the ashes out of your pipe, do you not use the spoon part to clean the ashes out? Probably not. Don't be stupid like me. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you soon.